If you earn over £45,000 in the UK, your absolute favourite tax loophole is officially on the clock. For years, savvy savers and corporate employers have used salary sacrifice as the ultimate financial cheat code to completely bypass both income tax and national insurance. But the rules of the game have been rewritten. Following the passing of the National Insurance Contributions Employer Pensions Contributions Act of 2026, a strict £2,000 annual cap on salary sacrifice national insurance relief is officially coming into force on the 6th of April 2029. Now, if you've glanced at the headlines, you might think this is a flat cap on how much you can put into your pension. It isn't. It's far more subtle than that, frankly, far more dangerous for middle to high earners. The financial press is already calling this the next middle income trap. Today, we're going to look past the panic. We'll break down exactly who this hits, the hidden corporate domino effect that could completely dismantle your company's benefits package, and precisely how you can navigate the system before the doors firmly close. To understand why the government is capping this, we first need to look at why salary sacrifice has become the holy grail of British tax planning. In the UK, when you earn money, it's hit twice before it reaches your bank account. Once by income tax and once by national insurance contributions, or NICs. Most people realise that putting money into a pension saves them income tax. If you're a high rate taxpayer, you get that 40% relief. But standard pension contributions don't touch national insurance. You still pay your NI on the money before it goes into your pot. Salary sacrifice flips the script. Legally, you agree to take a lower cash salary in exchange for a non-cash benefit. In this case, a direct pension contribution from your employer. Because you technically never receive that income, it completely bypasses the national insurance net. You save your percentage, but here's the bonus. Your employer saves their portion of national insurance too, which sits at a hefty 15%. Many of the best companies in the UK didn't just pocket that 15% saving. To incentivize staff, they've historically passed that entire 15% saving directly into the employee's pension pot as a free, automated bonus top-up. It's been an absolute masterclass in financial efficiency until now. Let's look at the cold mathematics of what happens when the 2029 clock runs out. Imagine an engineer earning £70,000 a year. Because their salary sits well above the lowered £5,000 employer secondary threshold introduced back in 2026, every extra pound of earnings or non-exempt benefits faces the full employer tax rate. To build a robust retirement fund, this engineer chooses to put 10% of their salary, that's £7,000 a year, into their pension via salary sacrifice. Under the current rules, the math is beautiful. The entire £7,000 escapes both income tax and national insurance. The engineer saves money and the employer saves 15% on that £7,000 pension contribution, often passing it right back to the engineer. Now let's fast forward to the 6th of April 2029. The engineer is still contributing £7,000, but under the new cap, only the first £2,000 of that contribution enjoys the sweet national insurance free status. The remaining £5,000 crosses the line, plunges straight over what we are calling the efficiency cliff. That excess £5,000 will suddenly be hit with employee national insurance. It's a direct hit to the efficiency of your savings. But if you think that's the main issue, I'm afraid the problem runs much deeper. The real danger of the 2026 Act isn't actually what happens to your personal national insurance contribution. It's how British businesses are going to react to protect their profit margins. Come 2029, your employer will suddenly face a 15% national insurance bill on every single pound of pension contribution they make via salary sacrifice, above that £2,000 threshold. For a company with hundreds of mid to high earning staff, that is a massive, unexpected tax hike. How will corporate UK respond? They have two levers to pull. First, they are highly likely to immediately stop giving out those 15% employer national insurance top-ups on anything above the cap. It's free money vanishing from your pension pot overnight. Second, many HR and payroll departments may look at the administrative headache of tracking a split, capped system and decide to scrap salary sacrifice entirely. The ripple effect of this cap could quietly dismantle the most effective wealth building mechanism UK middle class has left. So how do we handle this? As an analytical investor, you don't panic, you adjust the strategy. First, we look at front loading and carry forward. Right now, between today and April 2029, the window is wide open. The annual pension allowance allows you to contribute up to £60,000 a year with full tax and national insurance efficiency. If you have the financial headroom, or if you're expecting a bonus, now is the time to maximise your salary sacrifice. You can even utilise carry forward rules to dip into unused allowances from the previous 3 tax years. Every pound you lock into your pension via salary sacrifice now is a pound that secures a guaranteed 15% corporate boost and complete national insurance immunity before the gate closes. But let's ensure we keep our perspective clean. It is vital to remember what this piece of legislation does not do. This cap is strictly an attack on national insurance relief. The core pillars of British pension planning remain entirely intact. Your income tax relief is completely untouched. Putting money into your pension remains the single most powerful tool in the UK to lower your adjusted net income. If you are trying to drop your taxable income back below £50,000 or £60,000 to escape the frustrating child benefit tax traps, pensions still do that. If you're earning over £100,000 and trying to avoid the brutal 60% effective tax rate caused by the personal allowance trap, salary sacrifice, even past 2029, will still put you out of that danger zone. The strategy hasn't died, its efficiency has simply been rerouted. The savers who win after 2029 will be the ones who understand the maths, front load their pots today, and adjust their expectations for corporate top-ups tomorrow. The Treasury is constantly moving the goalposts, but we'll be tracking every regulatory update as the 2029 details are finalised. To make sure your wealth stays ahead of the curve, hit subscribe to Xenia and watch this next deep dive on screen right now to master the UK's remaining hidden tax thresholds. See you there.